Hello. Hello, everyone, again. I was gonna stop because I really wanted a day off today, but Spirit was like, no, you still have other messages you need to deliver. So here I am, because that's what my job is. So double words. Okay, so we know that words create spells, right? The words you speak create spells. All right. Many words have double meaning. All right. So pay attention, because people are using words like the Great Reset to make you think that this is a good reset, that this is a reset for the betterment of humanity. Okay. But I want to explain to you the word great. All right. If you are familiar with Harry Potter, in the first movie of Harry Potter, Harry goes to Ollivanders, which is where he goes to get his wand, right? For those of you who are not familiar with Harry Potter, if you're not familiar with Harry Potter, you need to familiarize yourself, okay? And when you go to Ollivanders, Ollivander says to Harry, because Harry's wand chooses him, and his wand is the twin wand to Voldemort's wand. Voldemort is the villain in the story that is killing millions of people because they don't have magical power. Okay, and he sees those who are not magical as less than, and he sees them as a vermin, and he wants to extinguish it because he wants to purify the race of magical beings. Okay, Harry comes from parents that were fighting Voldemort. For those of you who are not familiar with Harry Potter, Harry comes from parents that were fighting Voldemort, because Voldemort was killing all these people, including what they call muggles, which are non-magic people, humans that have no magic. And that he was also killing half-bloods, which are people who have half magical blood and half human blood, that he does not see them as equals to the purebloods. The purebloods were the people like the royalty that we have today, who believe that they are higher than us because they are purebloods, and they tend to procreate within their own family. They tend to use incest to continue the purification of the blood, so the blood stays pure and not diluted. So when Harry goes to Ollivanders to get his wand, when he first finds out about the magical world and that he is a magical being, the wand that chooses him is the twin wand to Voldemort's wand. And Ollivander says something to Harry that will always stick with me, and that Spirit later explained to me. Words create spells, right? And many words have double meaning, like the word great. And Ollivander said to Harry, wow, the twin of this wand, the wizard who has the twin of this wand, did great things. Terrible, but great. Okay? And in the use of him using the word great, what he meant was big, extraordinary, powerful things. But what Voldemort was doing was big, extraordinary, powerful, evil things. Okay? Again, why Ollivander corrects himself in that same sentence and says to Harry, the fact that your wand is the twin to the wand of someone who has done great, terrible things, great, horrible things, shows how powerful you are and how powerful you are that you could be at defeating this evil. Okay? So he implies it in his conversation with Harry. So here's why dark forces and evil forces will use the double meaning of words to deceive and to trick us. Okay? So when we as humans, want to hear the answer that we want to hear, they will use words that have a double meaning so that they can get away with tricking us into believing what they're saying and consenting to what they're saying. Okay? So I want you to pay attention to the words that are being used around you in advertising, in television, in all these things, because a lot of the time, the words that are being used have a double meaning. And because they have a double meaning, you can interpret them however you want. But the forces of darkness, they technically didn't lie to you because they told you the truth. They told you we are doing great things, okay? But they didn't tell you what they define as great. You just assumed, oh, they used the word great. Great means good, right? No, great means good to you because to you, something great is good. But to them, something great could be evil. A very powerful, great thing that they're doing. Because the word great just amplifies the word, it's like the word extraordinary, something out of the ordinary, something so powerful that it is not common. Even if it is terrible, it is still something that could be described as great. And in this new fifth dimensional frequency, lies cannot survive. Lies will be shown to you. Okay? That's why you need to have faith in your beings of light, but always question anything that doesn't seem right. Like, okay, wait, this doesn't make sense. And if you ask them, why do we do this? They will tell you this is done because of this, this, and this, and this. Okay, so words have different meanings. Words can have double meaning to describe something that's very powerfully good or very powerfully evil. Just because someone is using a word that you usually use to mean good doesn't mean that they mean something good with it. Because words create spells. That is why you also have people that are walking around lost and confused because in their mind, they believe that something has to look one way, but they don't realize that something can have a double meaning. For example, if someone tells you that they love you, right? The word love can be used for good or can be used for evil. There are a lot of people who use the word love to try to get what they want, to try to get you to sleep with them, or to try to get you to feel like you belong to them. And then there are people who use the word love because that's really truly what they feel. Okay, they love. So there's a difference between loving for conditional reasons and loving for unconditional reasons. The people in the back didn't hear me. I love you. Someone can tell you they love you, but you don't know what the word love means to them. Someone may think that loving somebody is controlling them, beating them every single day, talking down to them. I'm loving you. I'm loving you. This is how I was taught that love is. And then someone tells you they love you, and then they turn around and they smack you across the face, and then you wonder, whoa, hold on. He told me he loved me, or she told me she loved me. Why is she talking to me like that? Why is he talking to me like that? Because love has a different meaning for that person than it does for you. Because words have double meaning. Because that person may have been taught that to love their child, they had to they had to sexually molest their child, or that to love their child because that's what they were taught, because maybe that's what their parent did to them. So then they do the same thing, because it has been proven that those who have experienced sexual trauma become the sexual predator, because they have been taught that that's how you love. When you said you hate someone, right? Sometimes it's not even them that you're hating. It's not the person. It's their actions. Hate even has a double meaning. Every word in the world has a double meaning, because the word is dependent on what is the intention behind the word you're using. Which is the reason why a lot of the time, people think they hate someone and they're actually just really angry at that person. Because people who have a lot of love in their hearts, they can be angry at someone, but they can't really truly hate that person. Sometimes they are angry at themselves. Exactly, indifference is the middle ground. Archangel Michael said to me, the opposite of love is not hatred, it's indifference. The opposite of hatred is anger. Because when you can love someone and be angry with them. But when you truly hate someone, there's no love left in your heart for that person.
No positive.
There is no positive emotion left in your heart for that person.
Thought, yeah.
So, or even, yeah. No, and not even any positive desire or thought left for that person when you truly hate them.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people confuse anger with hatred. A lot of people confuse the anger that comes from being wronged by someone you love with hatred. And it's not the same thing. So it's important to know the difference. You have to know what the meaning behind your words are. And also, when someone says to you, I love you, okay, what does that mean to you? How does love manifest for you? What is great to you? There's these follow-up questions that we should be asking. What do you do for someone that you love? Do you beat them, or do you take care of them? Do you uplift them? Do you support them? Or do you speak down to them? Because someone may think they're loving you, but they're not. That is love has a different meaning for them. We have to use discernment and use the follow-up question. And don't ask, oh, why do you love me? No, ask, what does love mean to you? A lot of people want to know, oh, why do you love me? Oh my God, why do you love me? No. What does love mean to you? Does love mean I just lay in this bed and let you take my body? Or does love mean after you take my body, you're going to commit to me and you're going to build a life with me? And if someone can't answer what does love mean, they're not ready to love you. They're not ready because they don't even know what love is. And then if that person's definition of love and your definition of love do not vibrate, then that's the moment where you need to bow out. As much as it hurts, you need to bow out. I had to bow out, and Spirit put someone who would love me the right way in my path, because I had to learn that what I thought was love was not the same as what that person thought was love. Sometimes love hurts. And you know why people say love hurts? Because you have to learn that love, what someone else's definition of love, may actually be someone else's might actually be abuse. And they're confusing the two. So you had to make the hard decision of saying, I love you, but I gotta go. Because you don't understand love the same way I understand love. Exactly. Love languages are really important. Love for one person may be an illusion. Love for other people, for someone else, for me, let me tell you what love represents for me. For me, love represents caring for someone in the good or the bad. Supporting someone, whether you like what they're doing or not. Love means you can have love for a person and not want to have them around your life. Love for me means that you are willing to commit to take care of that other person if that person can't take care of themselves. Love is not only when the things are good and when things are rose-colored and when things are easy. Sometimes love is hard. And you have to learn the difference between, is this love toxic to me or is this love good for me? That's why we're going to talk about soulmates and twin flames later today. That's why you can have toxic soulmates and why you can have good soulmates. Why you can have toxic twin flames and why you can have high vibrational twin flames, divine flames. And when someone doesn't have the ability to love, it's because they have no self-love. They were never taught what love is, or they forgot that they come from the vibration of love itself. That we are all born from a vibration of, we're all sent here and created through a vibration of love. But when we come, we forget that we are love. And we learn where our innate knowing of love gets replaced by the society's expectations of what love is. Like the word great. Great can mean yay, or great can mean I'm going to kill you because I have this great evil within me. So there is difference between the two. You're not ready to love someone if you have no self-love. You're not ready to love if you identify love with abuse. And that's when you'll have to make the hard decisions. Because remember, different people have different definitions for what words mean. Because every word can have a double meaning. All right, my loves? That's all for now. If there's anything else Spirit wants me to share, I'll come back on. Many blessings. Have a beautiful Sunday.